I mean, I think that's why you see even the strongest, most savage dudes on the planet cry when they win a title, is because it's like, well, it's a decades long dream. It took injuries, surgery, recovery, hard work, getting beat up, maybe losing some, maybe you win a couple, but then things don't work with the promotion. They're not being fair towards you. You finally get there. It's like, hey, I'd be bawling. This is a thing that you don't even know if it can happen. It takes an incredible amount of self-belief to the point of delusion almost. And it takes enough work to back up that self-belief to where it's actual self-belief and not just cockiness or arrogance or something. And then it happens. There's nothing like that thing. And I think that even when you're chasing sort of like menial highs, you're chasing a feeling that's like that, but you can only experience that over a long, long period. It's almost like the way that the body works with proteins and fats and salts and sugars and all that stuff. There are things that are soluble over time, and then there are things that you digest very quickly. The things that you digest very slowly will never work like the things you digest quickly, and vice versa. So when you look at life and you look at your experiences that lead to goal getting, essentially, like that sort of line that you're talking about, that threshold you were talking about, yes, there are shortcuts. Those shortcuts will never feel the same, as that long drawn out thing, because, some stars really have to align for you to get the big things that you want in life, even if they don't seem big to other people. I know people who all they wanted to do was start like a textile business. And it's like, that is so specific that I think your dream is attainable. Like I don't know anything about it, but from what I hear, it's not as if people are clamoring to own a textile shop the way that they are clamoring to be influencers. Right. So already, yes, your level of competition may be lower, your level of success potentially may be higher, but you still have to get there over time,
And again, I think it's back to the path of least resistance, right? The influencer. That's easy. Well, for a lot of them, no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Takes a little more than just being pretty or handsome for the vast majority, and the good ones, the ones that last. But no, it's funny you brought up fighting, because I had Terrence T-Rex McKinney on.
Oh yeah,
shared some parallels, and in this studio, Chuck Liddell. That was really cool.
Wow,
talking with him. Oh, dude, I gotta tell you that. So I'm 6'3", I'm about 185. I'm not a small guy. His fist next to mine, the thing was about twice the size, and it was a good reminder why I just stuck with jujitsu itself. Never got in there.
Yeah,
I was like, but no, I'm with you. I've always loved it. I think that's why, as a kid, like movies like Rocky were so big for me, and those kind of things, that continual of that keep fighting. But another thing, and I want to touch on before we get to some random questions and leave you with the final thoughts here, is am I correct? You have never touched a drink or a drug?
Yeah.
Was it life circumstance growing up where you did the stuff you saw that it stuck enough, or is it just because one of my best friends, he is the same way. My dad asked him, hey, Steve, you never drank? He goes, no. And I'm almost 44, 45 now. What's the point of starting now?
Yeah, I think that for the most part, it was, I didn't see anyone's best self. And that's not to say that there aren't things like, people experiment with ayahuasca, or they go on like these sort of mind searching journeys with some drugs, especially ones that are natural. But to me, I just never saw the need. I never saw myself improving because of them. And I was having a fine enough time without them. So I just, it's like, it's not even a judgment, because it's like, it's just as simple as that. It was never like, oh, I'm looking around all these people at this party and blah. It's like, no, I believe you're having a good time. You said you were having a good time. I believe you, but I don't see it for myself, really.
This is the Knocking Doors Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knocking Doors Down is all about.